Spider-Man: Far From Home fan art unites Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire. Spider-Man: Far From Home hasn't even premiered yet, but the revelation that it will officially introduce the multiverse into the Marvel Cinematic Universe has caught the attention of quite a lot of fans. For one very talented fan, that means a new piece of fan art. Imagining one result of that. A new piece of fan art by Adela Hart has been making the rounds online, which imagines Quentin Beck, Mysterio, Jake Gyllenhaal helping set up a meeting between Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire's versions of Spider-Man. The end result is pretty awesome, and does a good job of imagining what a live-action crossover between the three would be like. As it turns out, there was a brief chance that Maguire or Garfield could have returned to the role in the animated sphere, with last year's Oscar-winning Spider-Man: Into the Spider-Verse. There was discussion, Spider-Verse co-director Rodney Rothman said in a previous interview. There were many thoughts about where we could put Tobey Maguire and others. I think after this film, those thoughts might have a little more traction. But before this movie, and introducing the idea of the Spider-Verse to the audience, I think everybody was afraid that it would just really confuse people. But wow, it would have been fun, even though there's no telling if the three Spider-Men will ever share the screen together. It does sound like Holland has gotten a stamp of approval from his predecessors. You know what? It's sliding door, right? Garfield said in a 2016 interview. There are so many possible outcomes. So many positives and potential downsides to that situation. If I am being totally honest, I am so excited Spider-Man is back in the hands of Marvel. I think that's a really awesome move. It was a move that I've been advocating since I was offered the Spider-Man gig 5 or 6 years ago. I'm also excited for Tom Holland, Garfield continued. I think he's a very emotional, truthful, funny, physical actor, and I love the filmmaker. It all really couldn't be in any better hands. I'm really stoked for it. Andrew Garfield was so lovely, Holland explained in 2017. We had a really good chat together. I met Tobey Maguire very briefly. They're both very nice guys. For the time being, at least we have awesome fan art like this. Do you want to see a live-action crossover between the Spider-Man actors? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Avengers: Endgame is in theaters now. Spider-Man: Far From Home will land in theaters on July 2nd.